New King James Version. It says, dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless will direct his way aright, but the wicked will fall by his own wickedness. The righteous of the upright will deliver them, but the unfaithful will be caught by their lust. When a wicked man dies, his expectation will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and it comes to the wicked instead. The hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge the righteous will be delivered. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is jubilation. By the blessed of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He who is devoid of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. A tale-bearer reveals secrets, but he who is of faithful spirit conceals a matter. Where there is no counsel, the people fail, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. He who is surety for a stranger will suffer, but one who hates being surety is secure. A gracious woman retains honor, but ruthless men retain riches. The merciful man does good for his own soul, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. The wicked man does deceptive work, but he who sows righteousness will have a sure reward. As righteousness leads to life, so he who pursues evil pursues it to his own death. Those who are of a perverse heart are an abomination to the Lord, but the blameless in their ways are his delight. Though they join forces, the wicked will not go unpunished, but the posterity of the righteous will be delivered. As a ring of gold in the swine's snout, so is a lovely woman who lacks discretion. Wow. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is one who scatters, yet increases more. There is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. Let me say that one again. There is one who scatters, yet increases more. And there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself. The people will curse him who withholds grain, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. He who earnestly seeks good finds favor, but trouble will come to him who seeks evil. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like foliage. He who troubles his own house will inherit the wind, and a fool will be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise. The righteous will be recompensed on the earth, but much more the ungodly and the sinner. Let me see how much more the ungodly and the sinner. That's the 11th proverb. It's a pretty long proverb, right? We want to focus on for our life application today is basically the inner circle. The law of the inner circle. You see how it keeps going back, comparison, righteous, unrighteous, righteous, unrighteous. So, like, who's around you? Who's close to you? So there's and I don't know who did this research or this study, but it says that, if you want to know kind of how, if you want to gauge yourself or evaluate yourself, then you look at the 5 closest people around you that you spend your time with. And you are the average of those five people who you spend most of your time with. So our inner circle is very, very important. And I kind of smile because I kind of thought just real quick of just phases in my life and who was I around at that time, kind of what my conversation was, and what my thoughts were and my aspirations and what I was going after. Yeah. And I can see how that has changed based on the people you're around. So that goes for every spoke on your will: finances, relationships, dreams, goals, aspirations, education, whatever it is, fitness. Who are you around, and you'll see yourself, right? So that inner circle is very, very important. So this proverb talks about some of the things that we should be focusing on as we're building as an inner circle. So every leader ought to build an inner circle that adds value to them and to their leadership of whatever organization or affiliation they have. So again, we're all leaders in some capacity, some area of giftedness, whether it's family, job, career, business, whatever it may be. We're all leaders somehow, right?
Right.
So we need to build that inner circle that adds value to us as we're leading or influencing or impacting whatever it is that we're connected to, right? But choose well, because the members of this inner circle will become your closest confidants, right? Your inner circle will either make you or break you. So T.D. Jakes, I heard T.D. Jakes preach this. I heard Ron Carpenter preach this. I heard a guy named Tony Miller preach this. And I have done some Minute of Medicine videos on it. It's not my original content. Let me just say that. But they broke relationships down into 6 types, right? They said that there's comrades. That's just people you know. Hi, bye, you relate with, you're okay. You don't know anything about it. I know anything about you. They just come and go, right?
Yeah.
Then there's constituents. That's the people who you have something in common with. You go to the same church. You're standing for the same cause. You're working on the same project. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just constituents, right? Then there's 4 types of confidants. So confidants are closer to you. They're concerned more about you and some part about you. But the first type of confidant is called an irresponsible confidant. So that's that confidant that you go to when you want somebody on your side. So
that friend.
Yeah, that friend is going to tell you this. Is going to kind of ignore maybe what you might not be doing, or where you could step up your game a little, and they're going to make you feel good. Yeah, well, but they such and such and such and such, and you're doing such. So we got to go to that irresponsible confidant. They're called irresponsible because they want you to feel good right now, but they're not responsible to your future. So that's their purpose. They're not a bad person, but their purpose is to make you feel good right now. You have to know that, or you'll cling to them, and it'll damage you. Because they'll always just...
Because I can sometimes be Newt's irresponsible confidant.
Right, and I have to say it. But that's
at times.
Yeah, right.
Not all the time. And he can do the same thing.
Right. So that irresponsible confidant, you need them.
Yeah.
Because every now and then you need that shot in the arm to stand up and keep going, but you can't stay there.
Yes. Right?
Then there's the abandoner confidant. That's that person that will pump you up. You got a good idea. You want to do something. Yeah. And they'll tell you about it, and they'll ask you questions, and they'll get you started. All you got to do, I can be an abandoner confidant. I can pump you up, right? But once you get started and you start moving, you look around, and that person's not with you.
Like, look, I'm just here to cheer you on, but I got to go.
Right, because it was never their purpose.
It was not their purpose.
Right, so understand that. This doesn't make them bad.
Right.
They did their job. They got you moving, right? Then there's the critical confidant, right? So I'm one who needs critical confidants because I was a rule breaker, right? I was always trying to find an easy way out or something like that. That critical confidant is that person that's going to nitpick at every little thing. So you'll do something great, you'll get moving, and they'll say, "Oh, that's wonderful, that's good." But have you such and such, or man, you looking crazy out there. That one shoe spring wasn't tied.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that.
So whatever. I mean, abandoning a confidant can be almost dogmatic,
right?
Because they'll find that thing that's like not the abandoner, critical confidant that's not kind of in place.
But I can be that critical. Okay, I get it.
And so can I. So the thing with the critical confidant is that's their purpose. Their purpose is to make you see what's not in place. So that you'll put it in place. I started out saying I was a rule breaker, so I needed critical confidants because I needed someone to kind of touch my conscience and say, "That that's not right. What are you doing?" And kind of.
Can I give an example of that critical confidant? Okay, so we're doing work on our house, and Newt was painting, or he's putting the floor down. You know that? And so the one, I was trying to give him an idea, because he's doing a great idea, but I wanted to give him an idea of an easier way to do it. Although I saw all the other work he did was fantastic, I became a critical confidant by saying, Why don't you lay them out and number them? Why don't you do this? So although he didn't say anything, I could read on his face. I've been doing all this work, and here you gonna come in here and tell me how to do it. Well, where you been all this time? Like, you can read it. He ain't say it, but you can read it, right? So then he was like, you know, he had a little toot. But once he did do it that way, right, honey? And what were the results?
Much better.
It was better, not because it was my idea. It's because I could stand back and see something he couldn't see.
Right.
That was all.
Right.
But he really remembered that feeling that day.
Yeah, I was. Well, here we all tired.
Right.
But anyway,
But he's done that to me too. He's been that critical confidant for me as well.
right. So you have to kind of submit to it and understand the purpose of it. And the last type of confidant we want to talk about to you today, then I'm going to tell you about some inner circle folks. This kind of was bonus, really, is the true confidant.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have that true confidant, and you might get 1, 2, 3 of them in your lifetime.
Yeah.
And that's that person that's just there for you, good, bad, right, wrong, ugly, pretty, whatever the case may be.
So that's that small, tight circle.
Yeah. They're going to tell you, they're going to, tell you what they think, tell you what they believe. They're going to remind you of stuff. They're going to help keep you on the track. They're going to support you. They'll be there for you. And they're far and few between. My point for telling you this is everyone is not a true confidant.
Right. I know one that I know of, like one.
Right.
Right now. I have another one that's the I have many irresponsible ones, but there is one true confidant I know. Right. That's crazy, right?
Right. So I know of a true confidant that I don't even talk to.
That often.
Years go by.
Yeah.
Before we talk, and we don't even walk the same path.
Right.
So we're both believers, but I mean, I'm actively.
Yeah.
And they're not. But just a quality person.
Yeah.
We do two different things.
Mm-hmm.
But that person I know is a true confidant in my life.
Yeah.
That I can reach out to and get some information. But that's a whole other.
That's good, though.
So my point is that true confidant may not be someone that looks like you. Mm-hmm. That's sitting next to you in everything
or
that
you
you're doing.
See often or talk to often.
But they have a buy-in to you.
Yeah. To
your soulistic part of you.
Yeah.
Your purpose and what's good for you. So and that usually happens over time. That's not always a person that you just ran into. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be someone you met new, but it's usually someone that there's been some time. But we're not talking about the confidants right now. I just want to let you know. Yeah, I want to let you know that your closest confidants in your inner circle, they're going to either make you or break you. So you need to understand that there's different type of confidants.
And don't throw all of them away because you're going to need them all. So the reason why I was really hoping Newt would explain this a little more is because we did a whole series on this at one time that we can post. Mm-hmm. But this is so important so that you know who's around you.
Exactly.
There's an inner circle, then there's an outer circle.
Right.
But there's definitely a circle of people around you.
You might have several circles.
Several circles. That's true.
Depending on how complex your life is.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is that they all have a purpose. Understand the purpose of that person. Don't throw the person away.
Yeah.
They have a purpose, and that purpose means something in your life. So Proverbs 11:14 says, "Where there's no counsel, the people fail."
Yeah.
Where there's no counsel, the people fail. But in the multitude of counselors, there's what? There's safety, right? So you need people that are pouring into your life. So we can either sidetrack right here and talk about those that we see as leaders and we subject ourselves to, and they really don't want anyone else to pour into us. We were listening to our grandkids talk, and how they're all Gen Zs, and they were talking about, I'm your friend. You don't need any other friend. And that's just so not true.
In their mind.
It makes sense, because they're young,
Sees. That's the way they see things.
Right. And there's another reason for that, too. It's a touchscreen society.
Yeah.
Everything is based
Hands off.
Yes.
But
anyway, you need people. In a multitude of people, there's safety. So you got to be careful with the people that you put around you, right? So who belongs in that council, right? Is the question for today. Who's your inner circle?
Yeah.
So here are 8 types of people that you should consider, including in your life. The first one, creative people.
Yeah.
The brain does 2 things: remembers and imagines.
Yeah.
I need someone with an imagination, right, who's going to who's going to be able to forecast with me.
Mm-hmm.
Our brain needs to imagine.
And
It needs to hope. It needs to forecast. It needs to plan. It needs to. We call it brainstorm. Just throw the spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah.
Right. So your brain needs to be able to do that. That's how we create, innovate. That's how we move forward. So you need creative people around you that you can do that with.
So don't throw the imaginary people away. People that imagine. Don't throw them away. You need them.
Right. Loyal people.
Yes.
Need loyal people. Obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
People you can trust.
So there's a difference between loyal and dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to go into it. You can look it up in Webster's. But there's a difference between loyal and dedicated. So you need loyal people. Because loyal people are ones that are going to withstand the storms. And you will have storms. You need people who share your vision.
Absolutely.
Right? Again, obvious reasons. If we're not looking at the same thing or have the same values, the same belief, it's real hard for us to be walking together in the same direction. We'll be combating each other.
Definitely.
Right? So the vision can be the same, but the approach to the vision can be different.
Will definitely be different because
Right.
you're not the same people.
Right. The vision can be the same, but the focus within the vision can be different.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true.
You know, I work with a team of educators.
Mm-hmm.
My focus is more at potential students.
Yeah.
Students from low-income areas, students of color, students who need this education to totally change their lives. A lot of my colleagues, that's not their focus. Although they care about that population, their focus is different. It's more research or doctoral students or things of that sort.
Right.
Same vision, different focus.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why you need intelligent people.
Definitely. Definitely.
Intelligent people, right? Yeah, I got a typo there. On intelligent people, I got a typo. Right? So you need intelligent people there, right? Because you got to be able to think.
Yes.
You got to be able to think logically.
Logically.
It needs to be realistic, logical, sequential. You need people like that around you so you can talk. Listen, what you speak is what comes alive, and what you hear is what kind of dictates your future. Faith comes by hearing, right?
Yes.
Hearing by the word. So faith, what you hear is going to determine your faith, and what you believe, your faith and what you believe will determine your destiny.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have intelligence around.
So I need to say something about that. So listen, that does not mean that you creatives are not intelligent.
Right.
What that means is you need someone else that can see beyond the imagination. Someone who can see things that are happening literally so they can say, okay, wait a minute. What about this? You got to think on this level too. So you need those people to help balance you out.
Yes. The next one is people who complement your gifts.
Yeah.
If you are a creative person, right, then you're going to want someone in your inner circle who's more logical, sequential. I'm going to give you an example at work. I'm not an attention to detail guy, right? I'm not like little details, like I overlook them. I'm a big picture thinker. I'm a forecaster. I'm a visionary. Let's go after this. All we have to do is this. Well, I have a couple of attention to detail folks on my team, and they listen to me say, all I have to do is this. and I explain what this is, and then I get quiet because I know they're going to have a list of things that are in the middle between where we are now and where we have to go. So
and that doesn't always feel so good.
No, doesn't.
Sometimes it makes you mad. It's like, every time I come up with an idea, here you come with all this list, these lists.
Right.
But you need those people, so just listen to them, keep quiet, take it in, and wait until you process it. Because that list and all those questions they have, those are the steps to get to where we need to go. So they fill in the details in the middle. So it's like thinking you want to build a house. Yeah. Right? So you can build the house, the frame of the house, but you got to put stuff in the inside. You know, you got to have walls and drywall and insulation and pipes and wires, and then you got paint and then floor and the tile. You know, there's all these details. So you need people who complement your gifts. Know what your gifts and strengths are, but know what they are not. Right. So us creative people, we can think about what it's going to look like inside and have no clue that we need the protection on the outside. And that's why we need those logical, sequential people to come the other way. So it works two ways, both ways. You give one more example of this and then I'll move on. So Kim is really good at packing stuff. Taking a space and putting all this stuff in this one little space. Like, I'm looking at all this stuff like, we need another closet. We need another room. We need another. She's like, no, we can get it in there. And I'm like looking.
So
show them how you.
Yeah, in the beginning, I've gotten better now because now I know that's not my gift, right? So I can pick the stuff up. I'm strong enough to pick it up and move it and hold it and twist it and do that. She's strong too. But what I've learned to do is step back. And my gift at this point is to put the stuff where you say it goes. You know, because she has that ability to see and see where it goes. So you compliment each other and make sure that you keep that, make sure that you're aware of those compliments and keep them around you. That's important. That's why I wanted to kind of put that there for you, because we tend to put people around us that are like us.
Yeah.
And that means that there's a gigantic area that you just don't see.
The agreeers.
Yes.
Whatever you say, yep, you're right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We don't want that all the time.
You
need it sometimes, but not all the time.
You need someone that's going to question what you don't see. Mm-hmm. If not, you'll be blindsided with life all the time.
Who we call the devil's advocate, right? We sometimes call them that.
That's because they don't agree with us.
They don't agree with us, but they're not the devil's advocate. They're actually yours.
You need company.
You need that.
You need company. It's got to be balanced. You need people with influence.
Yes.
Right? I want people with influence on my inner circle because there's things I want to do. And there's ground I want to cover. There's new territory I want to go in. So I need people who have influence in there who can say, I can say, yeah, I know Kim. You know Kim Miller? Yeah, I know her. I such. That opens the conversation for me. Yeah. That opens the door. It's a reference. That's why it's important for me to have good character and a good name everywhere I go, so you can use my name and I don't even know it.
That's so true.
So that's why we're telling you it's important. Yesterday I thanked you for, was it yesterday before? I thanked you for being part of this challenge because you're building a better you. As you build a better you, you're helping me. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know when, but it does. Yeah. So that's why this whole thing's important. The next type of person, number 7, is a person of faith. You got to have someone who can believe with you, right? So I said you got to have a creative person. That's a person who can forecast with you. But you got to have a person who can believe in what you forecast. Yeah. And will talk that faith with you. Mm-hmm. That conversation is when we. Yeah. You know, it's not if or I don't know how. I don't need that talk. I need when. Mm-hmm. We're going to. Let's put this in place so when that's happening, it will be. You know, I need that faith. I need that. And you need that. Mm-hmm. So a person of faith has to be in your inner circle.
Yeah. That's so powerful. I have to say something about that because I work at, I adjunct at the university that Newt works at. And so he kind of shows me different tips that he does with his students. And one of the things that he doesn't even know he taught me is that when he sends a message out to his students and gives them this extra time to get some things done, which he calls, relaxed deadlines. So one of the things that he says is he writes to them and says, so when you submit your assignment, not if or are, but when, what that does to that brain of that student is, I have time, he still wants me to do it, and I have no option. I'm going to do it. So I started writing the same thing. He didn't even know, he just read it. And so I did that, and then I started finding the students submitting stuff and reaching out to me more. So that was small, that was faith in words. Right. That then touched the mind of somebody else who may not have had faith in themselves, but now it invoked some faith. So use your words wisely.
Exactly. Tell them when you submit, I will change your grade.
Yeah, and so that's what I write.
So when you do this, I'll do that. And just what you need. You need people of faith around you. It's just going to speak with you. The last type of person I want to tell you about is a person who loves integrity. Yeah. Person who loves integrity. And integrity is someone who's going to do, and I learned this from another person named Kim. She should say, just do the next right thing. Whatever that next right thing is. If it's a piece of paper on the floor, whether you dropped it there or not, and you know it's not supposed to be there, pick it down, pick it up, put it somewhere. You know, if it's holding the door from something, whatever that next right thing is, integrity is doing the next right thing when no one's looking. Yeah. Yeah. Doing the next right thing when no one's looking. So there's not a reason, there's not a motive, it just needs to get done.
Nobody sees you.
Right.
It's you who sees you.
Right. You're not getting any money for it.
Right.
Anything like that. All you're building is your character. So you need people around you or in your circle that love that integrity. They're going to do the next right thing, not because of you, Not because they're your boy, your girl. We go way back like fat crayons and car seats. It's not nothing like that. You know, it's not, loyalty. We both from this place or that place. It's none of that. It's the fact, it's the vision.
Yeah.
It's the thing that you're accomplishing together, whatever that is, whether it's, large and visible or not. You need people of integrity around you. So we gave you 8 types of people. We even gave you some bonus stuff when we talked about comrades and relationships. Didn't even really mean to get into that today.
But it's good stuff.
But we want you to be aware of what you have. We're going to jump into the workout.
Okay, guys.
Take these glasses
Let's
off.
get it. I don't know what the good doctor got. But.
So Fridays, because Saturday you do a cool down, and Sundays you kind of do a rest day. So Friday I like to go back and do a full body workout. So we will be up and then we will go down. So there will be some push-ups in here. We haven't done any strength stuff. So on the push-ups, you're going to either go to your knees, or if you can't do the full push-up, then just do a plank, or you just take a rest. Go back in child's pose and come back up and jump into push-ups as you can. So be mindful of your body. Don't hurt yourself. So we're going to start again warming up. So again, you've been warming up all week, so you should be able to step a little higher. Should be able to step a little quicker.
Sorry, guys.
If I bump my head, y'all don't laugh at me. Right? So it's a total body workout today. It's going to be some strength involved. It's going to be some up and down involved. Right? 25 minutes. Ready? Come up on your toes. So I want you to keep that your arms at the 90, swing them a little bit so you can start to move those shoulders, get that spine moving. You're thinking about tucking your chin. You're thinking about shoulders back and down. You're thinking about core erect. Remember, whenever we go to the floor, tighten your core. Tighten your core when you go to the floor so you don't hurt your back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to a slow knee jog. So 1.
Keep in mind, I am not hopping, so I'm going to continue the march. This is low impact.
So everything we do is a progression. So we start a little easier, then we go a little harder. Take your time and warm it up. Stay there for a while. So I'm really engaging my core today. Keeping that core tight. We're about to go to another progression where we're going to speed it up. I'm trying to keep my knees up today. Ready? Good job, good job. Warm it up. Get that breath moving about 10 more seconds. Ready? Next move. I needed a breath. We'll turn to the side. Hop, hop.
As you see, I am only stepping. I'm not hopping. Low impact. I'm holding my core tight.
I might have put the wrong workout up. This might be the same one from yesterday.
No, this is it.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
So now you're gonna stay to one side. Just do a little run. Then we're gonna jump and switch. Just keep your run lunge. Then Ken is just shuffle under her feet.
Yep.
Switch.
Holding my core tight and shuffling.
Tuck that chin. Keep that chest up. One more.
You feel it in those
Set back
legs.
up, feet wide. Go to the double hot. Add a hook. You're acting like you're hitting a brick wall. putting that hook into your core. So I was doing some pull-ups and stuff throughout the week, so I can feel that in my lats, in my shoulders every time I hook.
And when Newt has done this workout, he does usually 2 more.
So now, same thing, and you just squat just a little lower. Push the butt back, squat just a little lower. Keep your legs engaged, keep your feet wide. Good work, good work. Push it back, push your butt back into the heels. 2, 1. We're going down to the ground. Hopefully you can see me. So you're just tapping arms. So if the modified moves, you stay on your knees. So let me go from the side. On the modified knees, you don't want to be straight up on your knees. You want to lean forward a little and just tap your shoulders.
So I'm doing the modified. If you can see me,
The regular move,
I'll move back some.
you're up in position, push-up position. And you're just going side to side.
I need to get on this mat with my knees.
Bring it back.
Yeah. No, because I can't hop on it.
So what you're doing is you're trying to keep this whole hip part straight. Like you're not rocking side to side like that. Trying to keep it still while you bring your hand out so that the work is in your core. 2, 1. So reset. We're going to do some push-ups now. Modified move. Stay on your knees. Right, you go down, up, left, right.
Okay, both.
Down, up, do both.
All right.
Right, okay. Regular move, straight down, push up, left, right. You gotta stop, just go in child's pose, reset, and come back.
And don't race to do it. Take your time.
So you wanna keep your head in neutral spine. You don't wanna dip your head down, and you don't wanna lift it up. Keep it in neutral spine so that you are working your chest. So go back to neutral spine, come back and play. Now you're just going to tap one side, down. Tap one side, down. Tap one side, down. Tap one side, down. One more. Tap one side, down. Tap one side, down. Bring it up, bring it up. Take your time getting up, step up. Last thing up is your head. My knees got flowers.
I look like Mr. Brown over
So
here.
now you just stepping to a lunge, front lunge. Watch that, Matt. Front lunge. Once you put your hands on your hip, so you think about keeping your body erect. Here it is from the side. 3 lines, front toe, back toe, medium body. Just 3 lines.
Good morning to those of you coming in.
So now, lunge, lunge, add a squat. Lunge, lunge, add a squat. Lunge. Go at your pace. You can go faster if you can. Go slower if you want. On that squat, I want you to think about pushing your butt back and getting the weight into your heels. Now the 1 or 2 squats. Squat, squat. Lunge, lunge. Bend your back knee. Squat, squat. Lunge, lunge, squat, squat. Good job. Good job.
Sorry, babe, with that mat.
3, 2, 1. Feet together. So we're going to go left, center, right. We did this before. Just like this. Modified move. Can you just step it?
Okay, so lunge, squat,
Just step it, yeah.
lunge.
So here's the regular move.
Oh, squat again. Lunge, squat, lunge,
Yes.
squat.
Go to the jab, give it a little rest, 2 and 2. So I want you to see how I'm moving. I want you to go ahead, take that body over. You're engaging that core. Keep your chin tucked, so you don't hunch your back. Core tight. There it is. 3, 2, 1. So hop, hop. Can you step it? I'm hopping.
I'm shifting feet, but I'm twisting
Right.
my body.
Left, right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Act like a wall's in front of you. You're pushing that wall away. Push it away. Push it away. You got working chest, you're working core, shoulders. Good work. Now we're going to speed it up. So, feet out and in.
This is hard for me. So I'm this way, and then I'm punching. Is it 2 or 1, babe?
You stepping. So she's stepping.
Okay.
That's the modified move. So, regular move, you're shifting. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Got this in about 30 more seconds. It's a good cardio move.
Definitely.
Good on your calves. Good work. You need to take a break, Hit your knees, jump back up. 2, 1. Going back down to the plank. I'll go from the side for you. Shoulder, wrists, and elbows in line. If you're modified, your knees are down like this on an angle. Lean your body forward some. If you're not, you're up. So we're going to do plank walk. To plank walk in our abs. So plank walk is just simply going left, right. Same arm, same leg. So you want to move a little bit, but try to keep your hips as still as possible. Don't hunch your shoulders. Put them down. You need to stop and reset. Stop and reset. Good work. You guys are looking good. 3, 2, 1. Reset yourself. Come back. Let me show you the modified move first.
Yeah.
So you just left, right, left, right. Right there, you engage your core, Right, here's the regular move. So it's left, right, wide, back. Left, right, wide, back. Left, right, wide, back. So we're going to take it to the next progression. For me, it's up, down, back. Left, Kim, you stay the same.
Just gonna stay the same. So, 4 foot.
Good job. Left, right, wide right. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Into a sprint. Take your time getting off the floor. Last thing up is your head, so you don't get dizzy. So, we're gonna go sprint the tabletop thing. No, we're not. Sprint the squats. So, get your sprint going. Get that cardio back up. Arms at a 90. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to what's called a power squat. Ready? So, boom. Here it is from the side. See the butt back? Weight in the heels. I kind of lift my toes up. I try to keep my head neutral spine. Kim's got the modified move for you. Engage that core. Engage those thighs. Work that booty. Keep that head and eyes up. Spread it out. You're more than halfway done, baby. Right? Keep sprinting. Going to go sprint the squat. Squat. Come on up and sprint. When I say squat, you squat. Squat. Run it. Squat. There's no modified move for this one. Squat. Come on. Squat. Good job. Squat. Turn left. Turn center. Squat. Hey. Turn right. Turn center. Squat. Gotta love it. Turn left. Turn center. Squat. Almost there. Turn right. Turn center. Core. Squat. We're going back down to the floor. This time, it's a pike up progression. You're walking into a pike up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Modified move. You don't even go down on a modified move. Modified move, you stand up. You're just doing this. Side to side. That's your modified move. Here is the...
Took me a second to get up this time.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're focusing on your core on this one. You're thinking about something pulling you up by the string from the center of your back, lower back.
Pull it down, guys.
Now I got 2 hops in, 2 hops out. 1, 2. I don't think you changed, Kim.
No, I don't. Or I can kick, reach.
Up,
Kick,
2,
reach.
back, 2. Up, 2, back, 2. Up, get it high. That's it. Up, on the toes. That's it. Work that core. Work those shoulders. So, reset it. Now we're going to singles. Up, back. There you go. Pike ups. Keeping that head in neutral spine. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. We're going to a squat now. Just face that side. Just a simple squat. That's it now. Then weight in heels, butt back. When you come up, squeeze the booty. Butt back, squeeze the booty. That's it. Keeping that head and eyes in the neutral spine. You're focusing on your legs, your booty. You're almost falling down like me. But keep going. If your focus is on your glutes, at the bottom and the top, you get better results with the squat. All right. Now, modified move for this one. You're squatting, turn. Squat, turn. All right. My move, squat, turn. On my go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. So now we're going to step it up a little bit. We're going to touch the floor. And we're going to hop up. Ready, go. Kept is the same move. Go down as far as you can. You can't touch the floor, touch your knees. One more time. So this time is 2 jumps in the burpee, or 2 twists in the burpee. Kim's burpee is a step back. We'll show it to you.
Step back.
So she's going down.
I'm doing squat,
Down.
squat, step back.
Step back. There you go.
I'm not turning.
Mine is here.
Squat, squat, step back. Squat, squat, step back.
Going back down to plank position. And this time it's a spider. So you spider it up, left and right front plank. Your modified move is on your knees.
Just one up to the ankle.
Yes, you can't lift as high as the modified. On our move, you're trying to get your foot up to your hands. So we're about to go into a push-up move. It's going to be a killer. So get yourself set. We're going to go from that plank, spider move, into a push-up. Kim, I don't think you're doing a push-up.
Ready? So spider move, back, down, up. Spider move, back, down, up. Make it up as you go. You feel what's good for your body.
Knee up, push up.
One more.
Knee up,
Reset it.
push up.
This time, we go to the spider. You push up in the spider.
Wow.
Push it back. Go to the spider. Push up in the spider. What it does more is stretch that inner thigh.
Woo!
That's good. Reset.
Got a cramp in the leg.
So this one is more work. Can you go back to your original move?
Mm-hmm.
Mine, it is a plank push up. So you bring that knee up and go down and push up. Bring the knee up, go down and push up, put it back. Knee up, down and push up. It's called an opening push up. There you go. Kim's got the modified move for you. Last one. Going to the burnout. So rest. You're staying in the push-up mode. I don't remember your modified move, Kim, but it's a tap push-up. Tap, push-up. Tap, push-up. Ha. Keeping that core tight. Head neutral spine. So your chest and shoulders are working. Your body's aboard. So relax. Step up to stand up. Left foot up. Right foot up. Get the flower up your knees. Last head thing up is your head. So we're going to the lunge progression. That's it. We're going to the moving jabs. Remember them? So right to the move. Back to the cardio. Back to the power of your shoulders.
You got less than 5 minutes to go. Keep it moving.
Thank you. Because I'm running out of breath. Plank walk squat.
Step, step, squat. And I'm the knee lift. Over and over. Lift, lift. And over and over. Lift, lift. And over and over. Lift, lift. And over. Arm over. And lift.
Move at your own pace here. 2, 1. Stand it back up. Sprint it out. Take your time getting up. Go to the power squat. Ready? Squat. Bring it up. Turn right. Center. Squat. Left. Center. Squat. Right. Center. Squat. Left. Center. Squat. All right. Now we're going to those pike ups. I'm going to get you my move.
My modifier is just a step kick.
You did it before, so you already know how. Find your focus and go. Yeah. It's going to make you breathe.
Tight core, guys. If you could do 2 on one side, that's awesome.
3, 2, 1. Rotational burpee. Down, down, burpee, up.
And we're just doing this.
Down, down, burpee, up. Down, down. Good job. Burpee.
We're just doing squat shift.
If you can't do the burpee, then step back. Step up. Down, down. Can't touch the floor, touch your knees. Last one. Spider push-ups, not spider, what do they call it? Oblique push-ups, you guys. Woo!
Feel it. Less than 2 minutes left, guys.
Strong chest.
Core tight.
Breathe. Breathe out on the work. So I rest. 3, 2, 1.
Reset, reset, reset.
We're going to stay in plank position, you guys. And we're going to do some floor sprints. I'm still in the rest right now. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Floor sprint. Total body circuit.
2 things you can do. You can either plank with your knee up, or you can bring your knee up to you as you stand.
1. Bring it up.
And
Go into a body run here. So,
shuffle your feet. Or
Kim's got the shuffle. I got the run. So,
tight core.
you're tucking that chin, straight line, down your back, moving the arms out, leaning forward just a little. Tighten the booty. Arms a little bigger for me.
Okay, now I'm double tap.
You should feel that in your core. Hey! Finish strong. Finish strong.
Come on, guys. Let's do
Don't stop.
30 seconds. Keep going.
15 seconds, right? Something like that.
Very close to it.
Keep going. Almost there. 9. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. 4, finish line, 2, 1.
Woo! Day 11.
Hey,
Done. That's your time,
good job.
guys.
Full body workout.
Full body. That was full body for real.
You know you gotta cool it down. You made it through this week, man. It's a good week. Cool it down. Bring your heart rate down.
By stepping slower than what you were moving before is how you cool
Heart
down,
rate
guys.
down. Relax your body.
Shake it.
Hands up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Interlock your fingers up top. Bring them out towards you. So now you are tucking that chin. You are stretching that band across your shoulders. Right? I want you to come down your knees a little more and kind of tuck those hips in. Push those hands out so that you stretch the middle of that back. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale up. Push it out again. Stretch that back.
Put your pelvic in.
Make sure you tuck that pelvic in. Right? From here, I'm sorry. Go ahead all the way down. Go down as far as you can. You need to bend your knees, that's fine. Just bring your hands to the floor if you can. If not, get them on your knees. Tighten your quads. Tighten your quads, put your hands on your hamstrings. Release those quads. Your hands should gotta go a little further down. Keep those knees straight. Back of your ankles with your hands. Tighten your quads. Pull your body down a little more. Let's get that extra stretch right here in your hamstring. Keeping that head neutral spine. 3, 2, 1. Relax the quads. Keep the legs straight. Your hands should be down a little further than they were last time. Even if it's a centimeter, that's fine. Ready? We're going to put your hands on your knees. Right? You know what we do, the cat-cow.
And your knees are bent.
Knees are bent. Give me 2 of those. Up. Down. Now we're going to roll all the way up. Roll all the way up. Next thing up is your head. Right? Right? Feet apart, hands up. I want you to lock your hands like this. Put them straight up in there and try to pull them apart. You should feel that in your lats. Right? Now release that. Keep your hands in that position. Exhale, lean to the side. Straighten those arms. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring it back up as you exhale. Set. Exhale, bring it to the other side. Woo! From my hips to my fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
When you do this, you kick that hip to the opposite side. Bring it back up, exhale.
Woo!
Right.
Felt that.
Give us 3. Give us 2. One more. God, we thank you for another day. The ability to live, move, and have our being in you. We thank you that we walk in you. We accomplish in you. We thank you that as we travel along this day, we will help somebody be better than they were before we ran into them.
That's right. Remember, the people that you keep around you defines the circle that you're in and also lets you know where you are. So don't forget, don't throw away those extra people. You need them in your life to help you bring correction.
Right.
All right.
You're in a circle, makes you or breaks you.
Yes.
Make
Okay,
it a great day or not, you guys.
the choice is yours.
Choice is yours.